Alrighty, folks. 2 minutes after 9 o'clock. A very, very good evening to you. I trust you're well. I trust you're up and about. Trust you had a good day. Trust you had a great week. And if you didn't, no worries. Yeah, we all have them days. And so we pray that this weekend will be nothing but amazing just for you. Good to have you. Really, really nice. Um, connecting with you all once again. It's an absolute pleasure being here. We do look forward to this space, this bench, and I'm really looking forward to connecting with some of you. It's really hard for some people to get through. It's a lot easier for some, but I really do thank you all so much for being here. It is, that time of the evening. 876-968-8327, 876-968-8328. The text line is 876-997-3125. Yeah, I'm not sure what's the situation now with the traffic. Perhaps you can give me an update. It took some people some time to get home because of the traffic. Some people sat in traffic for over 2 hours, right? But let's talk. Let's catch up. And how has the rain been affecting you? Let's talk about that too. The situation with the students at Kingston Technical this week. Oh my goodness, right? Lots to talk about, and to all our friends in Florida and to all our friends in North Carolina, our thoughts are indeed with you. Let me go to this one. 328, I'm with you. Hi. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Right, how are you?
How are you?
Good, thanks. And you?
Fine.
Right, who is this?
Renee.
Renee. Right. I trust you had a good day, Renee.
Yes.
Good. Where are you calling from again?
Clarendon.
Clarendon. Were you affected by the weather the other day? The rains, I should say?
Yes.
How badly were you affected? Renee, you have to talk to me and not listen to the radio.
Yes, sir.
Right. How badly were you affected?
Sir, the whole yard was flooded out.
The yard was and your neighbors, they suffered damage too?
Yes, sir.
And so has the water receded?
Yes, sir.
Right. All right. Well, I thank you for calling, Renee.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You have a great weekend, all right?
Yes, sir.
Great. All right. No, man, the potholes, that's a different conversation. I was talking about it earlier. The potholes are massive, right? And then when it rains, it makes it more difficult to text, right? To travel, because not only are you trying to avoid the potholes that you can see, but when it when when it rains and the rain covers the surface, you really can't see, and you drop it up and down and you see stars and wonders. Yeah, it's boy, man, tell you. Anyway, 327, how you do?
Long bench greetings, Chevy.
Merle, what's a go on?
What's up?
Me there, how you do?
Me there under the weather do rain a fall.
Really? No?
Yeah, from afternoon.
But it's so
Kind of cool down now.
But it's so like you all stuffy.
It's you family.
Yeah. You have to go rub up with some alcohol.
Yeah, man, may have that.
You have that.
so
Eh?
this afternoon it fall cats and dog in a top here.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, but
And here too,
he
in Kingston, we got a piece of rain today, Yeah,
yeah, that's him over this side.
yeah, man, we get a
It's
piece
a
of
Jew
rain.
right now. Not
Mm,
pour down, but Jew.
yeah, look a sprinkling a go on.
Yeah, man, like
Yeah.
sprinkling a go on.
Mm. So
And
how's yeah?
no, Auntie Colleen, me not tell welcome back and ask her if she carry any goodies to the long bench crew
Why
from England. Then go Queen funeral. Right, that one if she carry no goodies to the long bench crew.
Boy, maybe see what she say no? She say you must use bay rum.
You couldn't tell when last me see that from me used to see my grandfather use beer rum, you know, see beer rum again. Yeah, oh Lord, yeah, my grandfather used to use.
Oh, let me say draw bay rum for everything.
Yes, beer rum was
Mm,
the hard of the day then time there.
yeah. Somebody said it's raining here in Bamboo Centre too.
Yeah, man, it look
Yeah.
like the well at first we get the rain so heavy this side from from the storm was threatening still.
Oh, you never get much this week?
No,
Last
it
week, I
was
mean.
only moderate.
Oh, boy.
At
Well,
first.
we must have get a look at something. You know, say how him do in Florida.
Yes, yes, man. We can't just escape dry like that.
No, man, he mash up
We have to
Florida.
get something.
Mm-hmm.
But we're glad we never get the direct hit
Boy,
comparing to
other
other
countries,
places.
right?
This last place, where it go.
Um,
Um,
but it's heading to I think North Carolina.
yes.
Yeah.
And this,
Cuba got a hit as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
And
I
this,
think I saw something earlier that about 42 people died in Florida.
yes, in
Um,
Florida, yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah,
it really,
it
really caused quite a bit of damage.
yeah, me sorry
So
for them, but me still glad he never stopped here. And me hear the fireside talking as would say.
mm,
What this time him here and say he not stop at Jamaica because too much gunman there here. So he not stop at Jamaica at all.
well, maybe that's time. Should I stop?
Well, to him scared him afraid and shoot him down. So him not stop.
It's quite a flat joke.
Yeah?
That's a flat joke.
Okay,
Corny,
okay.
right?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh boy.
The social media talking.
Watch out, Natalie says she's in New Jersey. Oh,
Mm,
and so somebody says it's raining in Guys Hill. Who is that? Oh, Etta.
okay, okay.
Yeah, the sun says Chevy. We had some serious rain in Clarendon this afternoon. Where about 12 cars washed away. Really, in a place called Woodard, on route to
Mm,
New Longville to Maypen. Thank God there was no loss of life. Oh goodness, 12 cars were washed away today in Clarendon.
eh,
Yeah,
what?
that's what Karen saying to us on Facebook.
The rain a reap havoc that side, man.
Mm,
Oh
also,
my.
some crazy things going on.
Such is life.
Yeah, some
Well,
really, really bad things going on.
Uncle Barry getting wish, you know, his wish is my command this night here.
A fishy fry?
No,
Oh,
chicken soup because rain a fall left, right, and center. So me
fine.
say, alright, make we do some soup to warm up the body.
Mm-hmm.
Rain a fall and the time kind of chilly like.
Right, right.
So we decide to do chicken soup
Mm-hmm.
with a whole heap of vegetables in it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the chicken soup good for this weather here that we
Right,
have been.
right.
So Working in the kitchen tonight, we have Pauline Dean, Faith Williams, Terry from Orlando, Jennifer from Patrick City, Millicent Campbell, and sharing are Elaine Thompson, Marcia Green, Sister Wright, Joy from West Prospect,
Mhm.
Shanique from New York, Norma Powell, and Rita Hines
Yeah.
from Brooklyn.
Mama Rita.
And on the long bench now, we have Kevin and Karen from Arizona,
Mhm.
Marvin from Massachusetts, Sister Moore, Sister Lopez, Sister Gloria,
Mhm.
Dr. Griffith,
Dr. Griffiths.
Elaine Stewart, Marie from Yonkers, New York, Princess from Yuatan, Monica Wallace, Nikki from James Hill, Latisha Davy, Nadine from Content Bugwalk, Carol Peckham, Angela Hackett from Fort Maria, Brother Beanie and family from Flint River, Sister Millie and her husband Joshi, Michelle from Woodford Street,
Denzel.
Olive Johnson from Clarendon, Monica Stewart from Springfield,
Oh, sure.
Pauline and Rupi from Flint River, Denzel and Sister Oak from Highgate,
Yeah.
Yvonne from Captureland,
Rastana live
Miss
on
Allen and her
Capsaland.
co-worker from Triple P Bakery in Highgate.
Welcome to King Charles. You
You
hear
know,
from him?
say a good while now, me not go check him though.
Yeah, come remember say him never so a hot one day.
Yes,
So if I go touch base with him, I hope he's listening.
yeah, me I forgot to touch base
So
with him.
sound me King
Me
Charles if
too.
you're hearing us. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a night. Cherry from Spanish Town,
Mm-hmm.
Ben and Biggie from
Denham
Denham Town,
Town.
Cynthia Williams, Sonia White, Colleen
Oliphant.
Oliphant, Pastor Murphy from West Rural St. Andrew,
Japan is
Mama G from Portmore,
okay.
Sister Adamson from Bay
Sure.
Shore Park. So
Mhm.
these are the persons for tonight, Chevy.
Thank you. Colleen says, what did she say again? Colleen says, you have okra in the soup.
Yes, man. Every little
She,
thing we find put in
Colleen
it.
says, I hope it's not thick and cod must be in there.
Oh. Oh my God, but that's trouble Auntie Colleen are doing at the rain because when she want anything, Mars we have to go source it,
Why, man? Well,
And the
it's
weather bad up there, the spacecraft now go do well up there right now.
we
So
can't
me don't
manage.
know what to go work out Auntie Colleen.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Merle.
Yes, Chevy.
Have a great weekend. It's 9:15. Sister Lopez, how you do? Yeah?
Chevauni,
Oi.
good night. What a going in?
Been good. How
Tell
you
me,
do?
say me there, me in that. Love that ball so, but I don't know want because I wasn't here last week.
Mm.
My church had a rally,
Yeah.
and I'm just coming from rally practice right now because
Rally
it's supposed to
practice.
be 2 nights of rally, but Sunday night we're supposed to have rally Sunday night, but
Mhm.
through the rain, and right now we have been rain over here down in St. Mary. Right?
Mhm.
It just doing right now, but you were falling earlier on.
Yeah, it drops.
But tell Mercy, I did there. I'm here, Chevauni, I'm here. Right now, I eat rub some
Drops.
macaroni and cheese
Oh, macaroni and cheese.
and chicken. Chevauni, just come in time. Just me
Uh-huh.
want, say me want catch you tonight.
Uh-huh. Good to hear from
So my
you.
brother,
Yes.
um, I'm Mitzi,
You have to
not
take
me right. Me
time.
got to understand that Mitzi not still not doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a family member of Florida, Florida, but
Yeah.
the breeze don't trouble, not trouble him.
Right.
And our family member at North Carolina, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear that the breeze is going the right direction where my niece live, but we
Mm-hmm.
are just praying.
Right.
praying, Brother Shivani.
Mhm.
So have a blessed night, my brother.
Thank you, Sister Lopez.
Bless you.
Enjoy your macaroni and cheese and your chicken. Yeah. Dorothy, how are you? Coley, I hope you're well. Gwendolyn, Clark, is it Gwendoline Clark? Thank you. She says, hi, Chevy. All the best to you guys in Jamaica. I am far, my dear. Um, Visiting Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia. Norman Nugent, how are you? 968-8327, 968-8328. Wonder if Mark is going to call me tonight. Mark called last week and the week before. So I want to talk a little bit about the situation with the students at Kingston Technical High School, in which a 17-year-old is a 17-year-old stabbed. I don't remember the name of the age of the person who was stabbed. But I think the 17-year-old did the stabbing. And I'm saying to myself, I was talking to some people last night, and just thinking how we have really gone to the dogs. Um, I was saying when we were going to school, it's a fighting zone. We never fight it, right? Um, but you wouldn't hear nobody stabbing anybody, killing them. And so people normally just cuss things out. You have an argument, you just quarrel, you cuss, you just carry on. If you need to punch somebody, you punch somebody, you top them. But for us to get to the point where we're carrying weapons, which isn't new, but we're attacking the people we see every day. It is quite sad. It is. When I saw it, I got so sad, you know, so low and so disturbed, and say this can't be normal. This cannot be normal. Yeah, and school is supposed to be a safe place. Clearly, it isn't. Right? You're not safe on the road. You're not safe at home. You're not safe at school. You're not safe at church. Nowhere is safe. And so, how do you manage? How do you cope? How do you even process dealing with um, walking on the road or sending your child or your children to school? How do you process all of that? Because guess what? You send them to school and you just don't know if they're going to come back. You know? I'm not saying we're not going to have arguments. We're not going to have disagreements. We're not going to have a fight because every day just won't be the same. And so some days you just have to carry on. But there must be a way in which we can carry on without taking the life of another person. Yeah? There must be a way to solve our differences and the issues and the stuff that we go through. It just can't be make a chop off him neck, you make a stab her up, yeah? Or wait till school done but fix our business. It cannot be that way. And I heard Betty and Blaine talking about socialization and the dysfunctionality within the family and how, you know, that's where the conversation should start. For years, we're having this conversation, and for years, people say, boy, families are broken because there's no father, there's no mother, and this one have to do this. But I don't know. Boy, I think the church have a whole heap of work to do. Now is the time to go into the schools and sort of um, have a reorientation in terms of the devotional exercises. But I think they work. I think having the church in place to sort of guide students and teachers and encouraging them, and it's not just about preaching, because I'm not so big on the whole being too spirited, right? But it's the fact that you can have a conversation and help people, right, without even beating them with religiosity and telling them all sort of something, but sort of guiding people in a way that they can respect people and show love. And even if you have a disagreement, you still can, you know, be there for people. You get what I mean? Um, we can't just be so heartless and merciless and just carry on. It for what? It makes no sense. Yeah, there must be a way in which we can put our differences aside. Yeah, and just call it a day. And we need to teach our children to just walk away. Yeah. Don't answer to everything, and everything warrant a response. It's not necessary. There's some things you can say, sure, yeah, you just brush it off, walk away. We can't be too hot headed. Just cool it down a bit, man. Yeah. And so what? People will talk. Okay. So what? There must be a safe space and a safe place, right? Can't just be heartless. We can't just run up and down like hotheads. It don't make no sense. And see, I don't know what the law will do with this one. That's out. But then there's a student died. And so what do you say to the mother? What do you say to the father, the grandmother, the aunt and the uncle and the cousins? What do you say? What do you say to the students who witness all of that? What kind of conversation are you going to have with them to sort of counsel them? How do you start that? I'm not a counselor. I don't know where you could have tell me. So after me sit down and or stand up and see all of that. It's crazy. It is crazy. I don't know what these children are. I don't know if it's something at the food, something in the air. I just don't, I can't understand. I've been asking questions because in my time, we never have this. And my time wasn't too far, wasn't too far back. It was just the other day. I just don't know. I've been asking um questions. I just can't get no answers. When you see the video and you hear the stories, you just get so depressed and you just get so low. And people say, "Boy, I'm trying to keep that spirit alive." It's not hard, when you just don't know what you're going to step out into. Because you sort of, when you leave home, you just step out into the unknown. You just don't know what's going to happen down the road. You just don't know. You don't know what's going to happen at school, at work. You just don't know. You order food, I saw a video, right? You order food and you're waiting for the delivery guy to come and, to drop off the thing. There's a man pop out a gun for you. Take away your phone and your money. What kind of crazy world is this? Yeah? It is heavy. It is really heavy. But when you expect certain people to jump up and carry on and march because you have this group who just march only when certain things going on. And when you expect certain things to happen, it's just not happening. Right? That's I tell you people, don't just jump on a train or a bus or whatever. Use your own brain. Think for yourself. Process it. Don't let anybody tell you nothing. Just think about it. And when I'm saying every drum knocker, every pan knock you for there, you know what I mean. Right? And it's not just about prayer. Prayer alone can't do it. And that is just the truth. We have to pray and work. We have to do some intervention. We have to go in. We have to have conversations. Prayer alone just can't do it. So just don't tell me, oh, we have to pray for the children. I think that's what y'all have been doing, quite frankly. Right? So I don't know if the schools have to go set up special system in place. Right? I don't know. But it just can't work. It's what is it? Bible talks about last days and how things have to happen, prayer and fasting. We have to do the work, Miss? Yeah? We have to do the work. The government have to go find some more money to do some intervention, right? It is a whole heap of work. And we just can't sit down and just think everything all right. Because it's not, right? It's not. It's not an overnight fix. Um, right? And I'm and then you talk about children practicing what they see at home. So the mother and the father fight and neighbor fight, and so you come to school and you try play it out and the them, right? Watching movies, right? So it's socialization. So what they're seeing, right? Um, it's heavy, man. It's quite heavy. Yeah. Um, I don't know. It's crazy. What do you tell a mother that here? They stabbed your daughter today and she's dead. Like, what? I sent her to school. Like, what do you mean she dead? Somebody stabbed her. What do you mean? What? The stabber, kill her, stab her in her neck? Like, why? What happened? Yeah. A school picnic them. What them could have go through so for can't just sit down and talk it out. Child don't start just want talk some things, but I'm on air, right? The lines are going. Let me just go to the lines because I'm just gonna go off. Hello?
Hello.
Right. 328 with you. Hello?
Good night, hello.
Opal?
Yeah, man.
Watch ya. You resurface.
You tell me that. I'm right here.
Where have you
I
been?
tell you, the phone was whatever. But I listen every year. Still sitting on my chair with my cup of water this time. Yeah, one big bucket of water.
You don't want no soup
As
to
you were
drink?
saying,
You don't want no soup?
no. I make my own food.
You make your own soup. Quite particular, aren't you?
So, as you were saying, boy, my tell you, boy, only God. These children need the parents to take them in the morning, and have a word of prayer with them, especially on weekends. And the teacher for them read a verse of scripture. I could remember when Dr. Colleen Beckers used to, allow them to read, no matter how small they are.
Mhm.
And I wish that could come back. The parents don't have much time and this telephone business that they have, WhatsApp, whatever, they just load them up with it, you understand? And even sometimes when you as an adult spoke to them the way they respond, all I can say they need to go back to the drawing board to look out for each other, encourage each other. Sometimes I sit outside and I say to the children, happy Monday, happy Tuesday, God bless and go with you, my child. And they're looking forward to it. They didn't go out, none at all.
Mm.
And when I went out there, they said, Mom, Grandma, where's my happy Monday? Where's my happy Tuesday? What happened? Not only children, but also adults. And it is no time now. We need to come together, pray more, encourage each other more. Because it's painful to know that you send out your child to school and you don't check their bag. The movie they watch, the things they do, you understand, it's very painful. And we the adults and we the parents have to blame. Because the best thing right now can guide these children is the word of God. Even on a Saturday morning, you can't too busy to take them around the family table and read a verse of scripture. They need that more than ever. All they do, they give them the telephone and the things that they watch and the things that they observe. Only Jesus right now. Only Him right now. Yes, perilous time is here. Yes,
these things are really from the beginning, but at the end of the day, we need each other, and the only person can really help us through the Word of God, guide them through it. I could remember when Auntie Colleen used to have the program, and no matter how young the child is, and I wish that if she could drop that button into someone and that they could come again and call, look what God has done. Look how good God is. Look at you and Bastard Leboni and so many more. Only Jesus. That's all I can say.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
And as usual, I am on my little corner there with my glass of water. Yeah, man.
Thank you, Opal.
I hope and pray that our dear Mitzi gets well soon. And we thank you for you. You have been doing a good job. God bless all of you.
Great. Have a good one. All right. Let me just take care of have a little time signal here. Right?
Phosphorus for all your electrical, industrial, lighting, and energy needs. Visit us in Kingston, Mandeville, and Montego Bay. Phosphorus, making innovation and quality a lifestyle. The time by Phosphorus is
27 minutes to 10 o'clock. 328. How are you? Welcome.
Good morning. Let me turn the radio off. Good morning.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Yes. I am so sorry.
How are you?
Yes. You're listening to the program. Believe you me, I understand what you're saying. Principal breakdown in the home. When you check the home, one mother will have 2, 3, 4 or more children without a father. No father to counsel the children. Some of the grandmother worse than the mother. And when you check the children, them only go on the phone. And all kind of corruption them draw up on the phone. Because they know about the phone more than me and you. When I want something, I ask a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old to find it on the phone for me. And because I tell you something, my brother and sister. When you walk on the street a morning time, evening time, and listen the word, especially the girls, not the boys so much. You will call to the boy and you will talk to them. What is the girl them? I tell you, they have some word, me don't know where they make them from. You can't talk to them. Then tell you some word Jamaica can't hold it.
So what would you say to them?
You can't say nothing to
No,
them.
what's the approach? How do you greet them? That's what I'm asking.
Sometimes I say, good evening. How is school? Then I tell you, my sister, there is no sometimes. Some of them you can talk to them, you can approach them, and they will walk and talk together. But some of them, it's only the good mercy of God why they are living. And I tell you, my sister, I see them every God Almighty day. I am on the street from Monday till Friday, Monday till Friday. I saw them. I speak to some. Some of them, the parents, I don't know what's going to happen. No principal at home. The mother have to go hustle. No father. Look, I tell you something. One time ago, sometimes ago, I see 3 little boys living in the market. And when they approach, you can smell them from a mile off. I called them one morning. I said, tell me something. Where you live? Where is your parents? They laugh. He said, tell me where you live, man. Why you not have a bath in the market? I buy soap and rug. I said, there's a bathroom in the market. Go and bathe. I bring clothes for them. I feed them. And I start to take care of those three little boys. I said, three little boys. And when I sat down and talk with them, two of them parents gone a foreign. The grandmother throw them out and collecting the money every month. And the next one, the mother don't have anybody at home. So he's not going to school, he just stay on the street. And one morning the mother approached me. I said, tell me something, how you talk to him?
Brad Kamika's wondering. Hello? Hello? All right. Not sure what's going on there. All right. Um, so Marlene says, Chevy, yesterday while I was in the town, the same school, right? I saw her. All right. Let me not get too much into that because. Hi, how are you? 328.
Yes, ma'am. I take care of those three little boys. And a supermarket man take up two where the graduate on the street.
Hello? Hello? Okay, I don't know what's going on with your line. Yeah, I've been out sort of they call it bad line. All right, Karen, talk to me.
That's not lie. She's telling the truth about the schoolgirl them. I'm into Van Park in Maple one evening and I hear some of them the material where them a curse. None of the for Pings nor Sinclair. The material will come out of the young girl's mouth. None of the for Pings. They don't have no respect for nobody. The young schoolgirl them. That's not like she telling. It's a fact.
All right. Thank you, Karen. No man, as I was saying, we have to learn how to walk things out. Yeah? We have to teach our youngsters to walk things out. You don't need to take on everything. Yeah? Learn to just walk some things out. And nothing wrong with that. Right? There is absolutely nothing wrong. It is walking things out. I think we are failing as a nation, or we have failed. Yeah, I really, really think so. Because every day is something else with school picnic. Every single day is something else with our children. Right? I don't know. I don't know. And sometimes you just can't even blame the parents because the parents really trying. They're really trying, and some parents just can't sit down because they have to provide. And so through providing means I have to get up and I have to leave the house. I can't just sit down and expect that something that could just come to me. I am not blaming the parents. Some parents find it really difficult um, to make ends meet. So with the talk about parents not being home, so if them not go out or they not go eat, how will the bills be paid? Right? Pitney need for know. Say, when you go to school, a school you go, you go learn. Not for go fight nobody. Not for thief, nothing. Walk out people because you do have some problematic, troubled children who are possessed, right? But guess what? Then for walk them out. You have some crosses picked in, man. Yeah, man. No, man. Just lay it out. You have some picnic with just, yeah, man. Yeah, what is your responsibility? Tell your picnic say here, well, go school. But you want to fight, you walk them out. Anybody that try bully you, just come to me, alright? Go report it, whatever. Yeah? I don't know. I think we have failed as a nation. I think so. We're all talking about Vision 2030. Nobody know want to live in Jamaica. You want to raise your children here? And then people say, well, it's the same thing happening in the States. It's the same thing happening in Canada, in the UK, in Russia. Yeah? But it's nowhere is safe. Yeah? Absolutely nowhere. And this is where we are as a country. This is where we are as a community. We don't look out for each other anymore. Right? We know when things going on and we fail to report it because boy, they must say me informer, they might come kick on my door and right. It is a very tough one. Yeah? It's tough, man. It's tough. Anyway, I see you calling and
Oh, finally.
let me get your input.
Brother Savani,
Hi, how are you?
finally. Yeah, how are you? I'm good. Coming through the weather, I'm very good.
Finally.
Yeah. So how you doing?
I'm here.
Yeah, I could hear you.
Yes, I'm
You're
very much here.
you're very concerned. We too are concerned.
You're not concerned?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. We too concerned.
Oh.
Yes, very much I'm concerned. But what I'm wondering if they have devotion at school anymore.
I don't know.
I would like to know.
You think?
Because generally when they have devotion, maybe to the children, but main thing they should carry their Bible in their bag, but not weapon. You see, and then they are using the phone now to like it's a Bible. Which way if they have the Bible, maybe to them more the word from the Bible.
So what's wrong with having it on your phone?
No, what I'm saying, I believe if them did have the Bible, it would get them more concerned.
So
That's what I think. I'm just suggesting.
So they're gonna be at school reading the Bible all day?
No, I'm not talking about all day. No, I don't mean that. But just like how they know that, all right, they are going to fight in school and they remember that the weapon is in their bag, or they grab the weapon out their bag. So I'm meaning that they could think that the Bible is in their bag and remember the word that they get in the morning from the Bible.
You know, that strategy won't work for this generation, though. This generation has a different way of thinking and operating. So
Yes,
perhaps
that
it
is
would have
so
worked in
true.
your generation, but it won't work with this generation. And so we have to find
Yes, I
creative
know.
ways of
Yeah.
addressing the issue. Right?
Because
So devotion alone can't help. Taking a
No,
Bible to
cannot.
school alone can't help. And let's just
No.
lay it out because
I'm just.
it's not it just won't work. Yeah? That's we need to have conversations, sitting them down, talking to them. What's the issue? What's the problem at home? Yeah. What are they going through? Are they depressed? Are they lonely? Are they suffering from whatever? Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. So
Because
devotion alone just can't do it. And that's
Yeah.
what I was saying earlier. You can't just pray and expect the problem to
Yes,
just
I
go
heard
away. That
Yeah.
won't work.
Yeah. And they need to have love too, because if they have love, they would think of others, you see?
and those things would never happen if they did have love. Because I saw something the other. You're there.
Yes, ma'am.
I saw something the other day, but I wouldn't specific. But I want to say something. The other day, the children was coming from school and they didn't see me, right? Or they didn't saw me, whatever.
See me.
And then I saw one of them take one of the child, something from her and throw it over the fence. And I called to them. They didn't see me. And I called to them and say, no, don't you ever do that because the gate is locked. And I said, how would the child get this stuff when you throw it over the yard and the gate and everything is locked up? How is she going to get it? And then the other one that she threw it out, her stuff away. She turned and said, it's true, how would I get it? And then when I said that, no, the little girl said, I will lick her, And I said, no, man, don't lick her. And I called all of them, the group, and I said to them, you are to love one another. And I said to her, what the song says, Jesus loved the little children, all the children of the world. So you all are to show love. So they need to be loved. If they love, they wouldn't do that, you see. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, following.
Are you getting me?
I'm following, yes.
Okay, so that's the little piece I have to give. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed night.
Appreciate the call. Thank you.
And
nice. 96, do apologize for that. 9688327, 9688328. Yeah, man, parents ought to have conversation with their children, as growing up. And if your mother used to tell you, say, don't take nothing from nobody. Don't eat from people, right? Don't carry up nothing. That doesn't belong to you, right? Are the parents having these sorts of conversations with their children? Are they? Right? And even if you don't accept, ride from strangers, don't go anywhere with anybody you don't know. Right? And boy, I don't know, yeah, man. I don't know. Then again, I have fitness, so should I expect anything better? If you have grandmother in their 30s, what do you expect? Or 40s? Yeah? What do you expect? I don't know. But it has been a very difficult week. A whole heap of things to process. Right? It's just a lot. It's just depressing, man. It's just so depressing. Barbara, Jennifer says we need to talk to them. 11 minutes to 10 o'clock. Hello. 327.
Yes. Good evening, Mr. Blair.
Mark.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good.
You had difficulties getting home in the traffic?
No, I actually live very near. So
oh, very good.
It wasn't so hard at all.
Very well.
Okay. Wow. So I heard the lady just before me was saying that we need to pray. But is it that we have been praying for years? But it seems like when we pray, we just leave it at prayer.
But that's exactly what they do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
we just need to call it what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, the problem is that we are a Christian country. And well, we are supposedly a Christian country.
You're right. Yeah. Well, Christians can work, but are we followers of Christ? Put it that way.
That is it. That is it.
Yeah. So we're a Christian country, but are we followers of Christ?
That is it.
Yeah.
And because you see, the problem is we're having some serious issues here. First of all, when I was a young man growing up, going to school, there was discipline at school. Discipline in sense that if I've done something wrong, my teachers could slap me, and it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
But what happens these days is that the government now have now give us new rules
Mhm.
that we have to get out corporal punishment out of school and out of the home. The
Mhm.
word of God indeed says that we should not spare the rod and spoil the child.
The child.
Now, whenever we want to go against the word of God in that way,
Mhm.
we are bound to get into trouble. And we all know that spanking don't mean that we're going to be brutal
Mhm.
and really abuse children.
Yeah.
But we know what corporal punishment is, and it certainly have made me be a better person as it is now. I keep myself out of trouble.
Again, your generation different from this generation. So
Yes, but
the beating worked for your generation.
I think it'll work for this one too.
It worked for mine as well. But for this generation,
Yes.
no, sir. I mean, you could be beating the daylight out of them, and them stand up and stare upon you, Yeah?
All right. But look at it now. Look at it. Earlier this week,
Mhm.
teacher was writing on blackboard.
Oh, yes.
Huh?
Yes.
And the child was rubbing off all of what teacher was writing. That could never happen in our days,
Nonsense. Yeah? Total
right?
disrespect.
That would never happen in our days.
Let me tell you.
And you see what happened, let me tell you. The system that Jamaica now is using, we are trying to use the American system out here. But the problem is that we're having now, we are adapting the American principles when it comes on to, banning certain things from the schools.
Mhm.
But we are not willing to use the American law because the American law is real law. Jamaican law is papishoism. So, see, if you're going to give persons, their will to do whatever they want to do,
Mhm.
I mean, there have to be rules. There have to be laws. Because look what happened here now. Because even when the 17-year-old stabbed the 16-year-old one, I understand that this 17-year-old was laughing because she thinks that is funny.
I saw the video, and I was wondering, what is going on with her? It just can't be a regular human being. Because he can't
No.
just stab somebody and just a smile.
See that?
Yeah?
And there's another issue I get here now. There's another issue. And you see, this is why I don't like activists. Because you have some gender activists out there who is defending gender. No, look at this now, Mr. Blair.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this now. They are metal detector that they have at the school.
Mm-hmm.
It's only used on boys.
Really?
It's only used on boys. So is it that the girls are so perfect that it bypassed the girls and it's only used on boys?
Is that a fact? Or
Yes,
that's
that's what I heard from one of them who work at the school.
But why? You didn't ask why? Why?
Wow. Yeah. I mean, well, no, that's what I saw.
No, but with the
news.
bar with the detector, you just
Yes.
you just rubbing it, sort of
only
scanning
boys.
the body.
It's only boys. They use it on.
I need to check
Only
on
boys.
that. I'm not sure about that
And
one.
that is gender discrimination. Understanding that our society and our culture are changing, because even when things happen generally, if police see females, they hardly pay them mind. And the criminals now realizing that the females are easy, to put things on. So if they have a gun, they can easily give a female. But the female is more likely not to be checked.
So this is a gender issue now.
It is, and it should not be. You see, it should not be.
But this is not. That's really not my concern. My concern is the people who normally get up and march. Yeah, for every other thing. Nobody march and I carry on. Yeah, but for every other thing you get up and you march. Silent people and the human rights people, they are the next
we are
one.
in trouble.
Of course, we have
We are in
failed.
serious trouble.
Yes,
We are in serious trouble.
we have
Right?
completely
And I don't know.
gone
I don't know.
to the dogs.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
It's serious. Serious.
it's beyond serious, man.
Look where we reach. I mean, life nowadays means nothing.
You remember the other day? I think it was a student who was fighting a teacher. Remember that situation? I can't remember the name of the school, but we had a situation like that the other day, right? And then you brought up the situation with the teacher writing and the child erasing.
Yes.
Right. Now with this one with the 16-year-old, 17 stabbing 16-year-old, right? And then on top of that, you have parents who are threatening teachers, disrespecting teachers, coming to school and boy.
Sometime last week, I was because I live actually very close to our school, very near. Actually, I live in front of our school. And when I was going up the road, I saw two parents, and I think they're supposed to be a mother and a father. So I want to be, I want to be decent because really. And I heard them, among themselves. Say, boy, they will fight teacher. They will fight. Oh my God.
Yeah,
then if this is coming out of their mouth and in front of their kids, I mean, what the children, what are that child's going to? That child will have no respect for the teacher neither, because they are hearing from the parents,
right?
And the parents will fight. If teacher should have actually touched them, they will fight.
See the society mash up, Mark.
Sorry?
Society mash up.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and somebody telling me that the girl was raped in a Rockabessa at school. So that's another situation. I don't know, yeah, man.
Let me say hi to Sister Pam from Samca. Just take care of yourself, Mr. Blair.
Thank you, Mark. Have a great weekend.
All right, you
appreciate that. Hello, 328, I'm with you.
CHEVAUNI.
Me that.
CHEVAUNI, how you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
10 o'clock. Who this?
Long time call, long time listener.
Long time caller, long time listener. Did you say Andre?
Yes, man.
Where are you calling from again, Andre?
Andre, I'm currently now in Westmoreland.
In Westmoreland?
Yeah.
What's the weather like in Westmoreland?
Go again?
What's the weather like in Westmoreland?
Well, it's cooler now. It's not raining all day. It's cooler now. Relaxing. Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to me now, Andre.
I was listening earlier to the caller. I was actually watching you online. Yes?
Yeah.
And I was listening to the caller. Caller, in his right, would have made some very powerful statements. And it takes me back to look at instances or situations that would have unfolded in front of me in this very parish. We are with our young ladies and young boys coming from school, going to school. In school, there was one that was broadcast in social media, the two females stabbing each other from a prominent high school here. There are others that I have witnessed. Up to today, there was a brawl at another school, and I'm saying, I said to an individual today, CHEVAUNI, that where our young people's minds are at this current state, it's a myriad of violence. And I think that there should be more done to help uh, students with their socio-psycho or psychosocial development.
I agree. Yes.
I currently am practicing as a behavioral psychologist, and I
Mm-hmm.
would have written programs
Mm-hmm.
and would have been in discussion with board chairman and principal. And when you what what would cause a disruption in a program like this is a simple thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not looking at the issue. The issue standing before you is that our students need this psychosocial help
Mm-hmm.
because they're coming from homes where they are unable um to deal with the issues that they face.
Exactly.
Some coming from physical abusive home,
Right.
verbal abusive home. Let's go as far as the emotional and sexual abusive home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You cannot express with your parents when you go to school. There are the opposing factors. Here comes the opposing factors.
Mm-hmm.
How do I defend myself from being? They go fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's because of the environment which they are in that would cause them to behave a certain way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying here tonight, and I'm using this platform also
Mm-hmm.
to allow parents to understand. Listen to your child or children. If you cannot provide the help, Jamaica have the most churches per square mile. Find a preacher. Get somebody to speak with the child. I look at the school in Clarendon, and I don't want to name CHEVAUNI,
Mm-hmm.
where that young lady would have walked up to the teacher and used her hands to wipe off the board. And the teacher stood not only in awe, but in fear. You could see the fear that struck the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
The young lady stood in a manner as though she was ready to fight. Like, if teacher, if you said something there, I have it out in it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know. So the situation facing our classrooms, our teachers, but it is a lot to manage. You listen to these teachers, Giovanni. I have met with a few of them, and if you listen to the abuse, the verbal abuse they would meet on a day to day, oh my God, it is unbearable.
Right.
And you sometimes it leaves you speechless. It leaves you to think or to wonder what is next, what's coming next. You know, there was one I heard you were trying to remember.
Mm-hmm.
The school with the female teacher and the male student.
Right.
It's
Yes.
in Tivoli Garden.
There you go.
The very day it happened, a staff member there sent me the video and asked me,
Mm-hmm.
"That's what you think?" And I said to the individual, I said, "I cannot think at this time
Yeah.
because what I'm seeing is totally totally out of this world.
Mm-hmm.
A male student fighting a female
A
student,
female
female teacher
teacher.
who is more senior, which in our days, Siobhan, we see a senior teacher at school. There, we if you walk past, when supposed to go, we're supposed to be in class and we're on the corridor,
Mm-hmm.
you get licked till you're sick.
Yeah, man.
Yes? And yes, we have the current system in place is that we're moving away from corporal punishment because the technocrat says it's a form of abuse.
Mm-hmm.
And when children reach a certain age, they gravitate to violent behavior. Not a thing goes up. Because if my mother never truly come skin Giovanni,
Mm-hmm.
she wouldn't have had that son at this age.
Mm-hmm.
So let us be very careful and be mindful of all the things we say about our teachers in front of children, in front of our own children, because they go back to school and they portray the same. A teacher teaching at the early child institution. In this very parish said to me yesterday morning
Mm-hmm.
that a child slapped another child. And she said to him, "If you do it again, I'm going to slap you." And the child at 4-year-old says, "I'm a father, I'm going to shoot you if you slap me."
Yeah. That's where we are,
That's where we are, Shepard.
Yeah, and as I was saying earlier, um, going to school, you would cuss, you'll carry on, right? And if you
Yes.
have to, tub somebody, fight, but it's never. We were never at the place of taking a weapon, yeah, to stab somebody, to kill them, yeah. And even if you can't fight, you'd always walk away. Because I went to George's. I mean, there are some days, boy, you get some butt up and you're bullied.
Yes.
But it was never at the place where I'm gonna take a weapon to school and make a stab Andre, make a kill Andre. No, that wasn't the thinking. That wasn't
That
the
was you
thought. That
thinking
wasn't
of
the
God.
idea, right? So I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know as people talking about what they're watching on TV and music. I mean, we had music back then. Remember, there
Oh
was
yes.
Gaza and Gully. There was a big thing
Gully
with
and
that.
girls.
Exactly. Like, come
And
on,
and
that was
and
really big back then.
Alliance. Alliance.
Alliance, yeah,
Yes.
So you talk about Vibes
Bounty
Cartel,
Killer
talk about Bounty
and
Killer
Beenie
and
Man.
Be the Man and
Always had
all
rivals.
these people. Come on,
Yes.
it was there,
Mavado and
right?
Vibes Cartel
Yeah.
latest in our day.
Yeah. So people talk about music. The music is not as violent as it was back then. I think so. Um, so Andre, I really don't know. We have lost it. I don't know if we can get back to a place um of I won't even call it be normal, because we have lost it completely.
We have
We have total disregard for our educators. We don't respect law. We just come to school, do what we want to do, and we just say what we
Angala.
want to say. It's
Angala.
I
Siobhan,
don't know how the
remember
teachers manage.
some of them put their very best on the outside. So when we were going to school, Teachers Day were some of the best days. Teachers looked forward to Teachers Day because they know at least one student taking a role, one coming to write at the board Happy Teachers Day.
You're getting a
and,
cup.
and getting a little cup. Yes, getting a cup. These days, teachers get nothing from students.
Oh my goodness.
The disrespect is untenable. It's unpalatable. It doesn't look good. It doesn't sound good. It's not good at all. And I'm saying, and then the powers that be would pressure teachers, push them into a corner, leave them so defenseless. All they have to defend themselves is just a 3-day suspension at home. They come back, the parents come with the child, and they want next piece of ruckus out at the gate, and then the problem is still there.
Yeah. And talk about suspension. When you were suspended back in the day, it was a thing. You felt embarrassed,
CHEVAUNI.
you weren't allowed to graduate,
CHEVAUNI.
These are some of the things that mean.
There was a program, I'm not sure if it's the new of the NYS behavioral modification program.
Yeah.
Once you were suspended back then, and it's not happening now, but back then, once you're suspended more than 3 times, you go to the behavioral modification program. You go to a boot camp. You go over the soldier, they rough you up and tough you up, and know say when you go back to school in September, you're straight as an arrow. Now you cannot do that, because then you have human rights coming to tell you that every child has the right to express themselves.
I don't even want to talk about them because they irritate me, quite frankly.
They irritate even the very bones in my body.
Yes.
When they are supposed to be protesting.
Exactly. They are sitting down, and some of them are listening to this program, and they're watching online, right?
I want them to listen.
Yeah.
And I want them to watch, because they are the root cause of some of these problems. Because when we should be sitting down finding meaningful solution, they are going to tell me the child have a right to express. Freedom of expression, yes, but not to hurl a missile against a teacher, or to use expletives and use profane languages in class and try to bully and maneuver, and then they get away with it.
Yeah, and the teacher, they have a right to feel safe as well. Yeah,
the teacher have a right to feel safe on her job.
Yes.
Right? And then now, you are going to draw a line from Duke Street to Gordon House protesting against the teacher who is abusing this. I don't know if you remember this. There was an altercation with a teacher and a student at a particular school, and they were trying to fire the teacher. And JTA had to take up the matter, Siobhan,
Mm-hmm.
to say the teacher had the right to defend herself.
Yes.
It was about 3 male students.
I think I remember. Yes.
Yes.
I think yes. I
It
remember
was not
this.
on the news. It was
Yes.
in the media.
Yes. Yes. I
And
remember
they
this
dragged the
situation.
teacher all over the dress. And the
Mm-hmm.
teacher had to get also an attorney
Yes.
to
Yes.
speak on her behalf, to
Yes.
examine the matter, the charges brought before her.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The charges that she was brought up on. She had the right. She has a right to feel safe on her job.
Of course.
She has a right not to be harassed. I have a friend, Shivani, down here. He's a policeman. And I respect him so much. He says to me the other day, Andre, you people are wasting your time because we are not seeing any future. We are seeing what we call futile. And I laughed at first. I laughed at first, Shivani, based on the connotation. But when I looked at it, if we continue this way, then of course the future becomes obsolete.
Mm-hmm.
We have to turn to now the digital age.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who is going to be there?
Yeah.
Based on where we are. And I'm so it is these human rights people listening and looking around and trying to pick a bone now to put in the print media to say we are bashing and we are this and we are that.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look and see for yourself if the rape is your child.
Mm-hmm.
Was the one that was rubbing off what the teacher was writing on the board. How would you feel
Yeah.
as a parent? That is where we are, Siobhan. That's where we are. It is disgusting.
Of course, it is quite distasteful. Yeah, it is quite distasteful. And if only they could put their themselves into the shoe of the person who is being abused, right? If they would just step back and look at it, yeah, without jumping up and talking nonsense, right? I mean, some of them have written to this station, right, saying that my views are not Christ-like, but who cares, right? God gave us a brain. You use your brain.
You use your brain.
Right?
One of the most powerful tools that He has given us. One, if we should check the ratio of our careers in Jamaica, our profession, there's a teacher in every profession we can think of in this very country.
Yes.
I was listening to a teacher from Jamaica, but he lives in the States, Miss Pearlie grandson, and he was really making some comments earlier on social media. And I looked at it and I said that the state of affairs with our teachers, it doesn't look good. And when they are migrating, we are now faced with a crisis. We are saying teachers are leaving, yes, because of better treatment, and the opportunities are way better because even in America, you stand for a child, yes, a child will be a teacher. And you say, boy, sit down, boy will sit. In Jamaica, boy, take up his bag and walk out of class and go about it. Listen, that's the same, Savannah. It is distasteful, it don't look good. It doesn't, these are things we're preparing to take over at Love 101 and at all the other media houses and so on. It don't look good at us, Savannah. It don't look good.
It doesn't, right? And so we have to pay more attention to the education sector, right? Talking about the conversation must be had, right? Children are displaying signs. We must pick them up and do so quickly and try our best to see how we can save them.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, you said it very well.
Yes.
The other day I was trying to work with somebody, and when I listened to the cases coming from these students, teachers would point them out one and say, this one is going to, one of them actually literally committed suicide and was hospitalized by this. Upon returning to school, we had to find alternative pathways for her to deal with the issue. And the issues are, it's not one, it's not just two, it's not just three, there are many. And we say once you provide the students with alternatives, you're coming with the mandatory six-form program that is added stress on them, political brain. When they really want to not writing on the board, some of them want to come before and scam and make all that nonsense and become useless to society. Find an alternative pathway for those who are exhibiting these kind of narcissistic, psychopathic, sociopath behaviors. find an alternative route pathway. There are other routes out there that they can ply. You need to tap into this. And I'm saying for those that are here that they are professional coaches and all of that, reach out to the nearest school to you and try to save at least one.
Right. I agree. There must be an alternative. You can't just have an option. Give options. Yeah? Right. There must be options. It can't just be an option.
Must be.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening, Shavani.
I thank you for calling, Andre.
It's always a pleasure.
Great.
I continue listening. Blessings and thank you.
Great. Call me again next time.
I will.
Appreciate the thoughts. Great. That's Andre to Westmoreland. Yeah, no man, the human rights people, they get on my nerves. Right? They get on my nerves. When they're supposed to get up and carry on, they are silent. Right? Silent. You don't hear from them. Right? Anyway, should have some water, right? No man, I'm cross, angry, and miserable. Right? They just speak out of terms. They just protest. They go with placards. They just carry on out of terms. When they're supposed to see them, see them. Or the rain will stop them. Maybe we should just wet them up. Where do I go? Let me see if I can. Touch base with Mitzi, the Litchfield. No man, rain need to just wet them up. Yeah? I just say as it is, whether they like it or not. Who cares? Let them
You have reached the voice.
You see, I've been calling Mitzi from last week. It was the same challenge I'm having again this week. Let me call this other number. Yeah. Y'all think I'm joking. Yeah. Oh man, these human rights people, they irritate me. I don't listen to them.
I'm sorry, but
they send release, I don't look at them. Yeah? Let me call again. I don't know what's going on. In the meantime, let me hear from Marine Yonkers. Oh, see it ringing now. Let me see if I can get nothing.
You have reached the voice.
Okay. Mitzi, I'll play hard forget. I don't know what's going on in your line. But call me if you can, please.
But Chevy,
Marie.
It's all over the world because these in New York, they're the same thing. You're afraid to take the bus when school over because you don't want to be around. You don't want to be where they're at. They're so disrespectful and out of order, no manners. It's a global thing, Chevy.
It is a global thing, right? And that's why we need to put things in place to control the system, right? That's why you have laws. If we never have rules and laws, then we'll be all over the place. It will be a chaotic world, right? That's why we have rules to govern us, to keep us in place. Yeah? So if we need to go to Parliament, draft a bill, put tougher sanctions in place, do it. But we have to hurry up and do it. Yeah?
But even yesterday, even after the girl gets
Come to your phone now.
There was, I'm not sure which school and which school link up. And the boys there was some right wood right beside Salvation Army. Right there, so the church right there. So the boys was blocking up the board because they want the part nailing it and they were pushing it into their back. Sometimes I can do understand, Chevy, because let me tell you something. When the man them at town stop walk and take with the people them phone, the poor people them phone. In my personal view, I sometimes run with the poor people them phone. The poor parents work so hard to buy their phone, and these boys stop take away the poor people them phone and I run up in the lane. So it's like they become so angry, and I say, boy, anything or anything here. But let me tell you something. Sometimes I wish these bus could just run properly. By the time they come, then take the bus and go Chevy. Because sometimes it's not pretty on the poor school children them out there. Even myself sometimes it's just hard as big we are people that take to our phone and the children they are doing the same thing. They don't care about nobody but themselves.
Yeah, this is um the society in which we live. You could be standing at the bus stop. A man just drive up on a bike, take out a gun, give me what you have. You're driving at the stoplight, your windows are down, and just walk up to you with a gun. You're at home, they break in. You're at school, them waiting for you. You're at church, them walking in. Child, no star. I don't know. I don't know. The policymakers, the legislators, they have what heap of work to do. And you just can't be in representational politics. You can't be in an office where you represent people and you just sit down and do nothing. You just sit down and allow these things to go by. It's not an overnight fix, it's a conversation that we've been having for years. Right? How are we going to solve the issue? I don't know. I don't know. Perhaps if we come together, which won't happen, and that's just the truth. We all won't unite as a people. That's the truth. We all won't come together, sit at a table, yeah, have conversations. They're documented. Get the ball going. We're not gonna do it. We just meet, we chat, we carry on, we laugh, we have coffee, walk out to the room, and it's done. The teachers are suffering. The health sector members are suffering. Nurses, they're also migrating. Yeah, there's no way a teacher's supposed to be in a classroom and she's not safe. She doesn't feel safe. She has to be watching her back. She can't even put her phone down and step outside. We have to do better, right? And again, I cannot imagine how the family of the 16-year-old is um, feeling, coping at this time. I can't imagine because it's so, yeah, it's I don't know. It's just this world is just so dark. Yeah, Andre says an inclusive discussion. That's what we need to have. We have to start. We come on here, we talk every day. We preach to you. We have conversations. There are town hall meetings. There are bulletins. There are stuff out. Yeah, just getting worse. Yeah, it's just not getting any better. But my encouragement to you is that as you go out, just please be guarded. If you're walking, don't plug your ears. If you're driving, sure your doors are locked. You put your window up. Yeah. You stop at the stop sign, just do a little check. Are my windows up? Are the doors locked? If I'm going in, is it safe to go inside? If I'm going home in the night, is there a car that's following? You have to just be aware. You can't just leave everything. And even if you're aware, boy, things still happen, but just Don't drop everything. You must be observant. You're on the road, you're in the market. Just don't carry on. No, man, look about, look around the place. See somebody following you. Yeah? Be vigilant. Yeah? And if you must go out, if you can grab somebody with it, try it. You know, ask somebody to follow you. Yeah? We just have to do a little better. We have to be a little nicer to each other. We just have to sort be an eye. Yeah, an extra pair. Yeah, so if you see something going on in the community, you know, you send it to the WhatsApp group or you message your neighbor, perhaps call the police. But we must do better. And for the parents, you need to talk to your pick them. Can't go to school to disrespect teacher. I'm here today because of all the teachers who came into my life. Right? From Vaz days, all the way to George's, all the way to UTech. All because of them. That's why I'm here today. Yeah? We must have a different approach or take a different approach. Anyway, all the time I have today inside the program, I really want to thank you for stopping by. I trust you have the opportunity to just think and reflect, yeah, on all that's going on. Perhaps start the conversation this weekend, an inclusive conversation, sort of spark some change. I don't know. But anyway, I'm CHEVAUNI BLAIR. I love you for listening, and my thoughts and prayers are with the family, both at KT and to the young lady who died, right? And to the folks in the States who are suffering from the what left from Hurricane Ian, and all those who will be affected because Gather is heading to North Carolina. My thoughts are also with you. Have a great weekend and keep it locked to love. It's going to be a busy weekend. We have quite a bit happening this weekend, and we really want you to stay with us, all right? Have a good one.
Do you have time to sing a goodbye song before you go? Always. Hey, this was really fun. We hope you liked it too. Seems like we've just begun when suddenly we're through. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to go. But hey, I say, well, that's okay. 'Cause we'll see you very soon, I know. Very soon, I know. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. And tomorrow, just like today, we'll be waiting for you to come and play. To come and play. To come and play. Bye now.
Thank you. 10:30, folks. O'Clean is reminding me about the Rockabessa family as well. Indeed, the Rockabessa young lady who was raped at school. My thoughts are also with her and her family. Thank you, folks. Please take it easy. Well, we had quite a number of teachers on the text line, quite a number of messages. Sorry I didn't get a chance to go through all of them, but you do understand. I'll catch you next week. It is time for the JIS package, which is produced and presented by the Jamaica Information Service, aired in time allotted for government broadcasts.
I'm Anjui James Sawyers with JIS Evening News for Friday, September 30. Coming up,